Yeah, peace and love to everybody. Peace and love. Bless up all my YouTube followers. Know what I'm saying? Give thanks and praise. You feel what I'm saying? So, today on Speak Your Mind Corner, I'm just gonna speak what I've been thinking about a long time and what's been on my mind bothering me a lot. And it has to do with these wars that going around the world. I already talked a little bit about the Ukraine Russia war that's been over 2 years now. Seems to have no peace, and everybody was just talking about the U.S. election. So the next thing is now to see what Trump is going to do concerning these wars, because we know America is heavily involved in these wars, somewhere, some form or another way. I mean, they don't have troops per se in there as what we're supposed to know and understand, because that would be something else, right? So, with that said, um, this war now is being um, pursuing now for a year and something. This Gaza and Palestine war, or Gaza and Israel. Is Gaza and Israel? My bad, I said Gaza and Palestine, but it's kind of confusing because Gaza is in Palestine, so it's Israel and Palestine. My bad. And I'm saying, and that now doesn't seem to be having coming to any end. Actually, it's spread. So it's Israel versus Gaza, Israel versus Palestine, because apparently through the old Israel and Gaza war, the Hezbollah group, which based in Lebanon, they've been attacking Israel and warning them not to bomb, because so many innocent lives was taken in the Gaza. I mean, I've seen some picture, they're horrific. I can't even watch some of the pictures to see look like starving kids being killed. Just imagine you're starving, you're hungry, you're going and trying to look for food, and in the midst of you hustling trying to get food, you get killed. Terrible. So that's been going on for a year. Had started last year, I think in October, when the same Hamas terrorist group went across there to Israel and kidnapped a whole lot of innocent people. I mean, I don't know much. People might say, oh, their parents is involved. Listen to me. In war, it's always the innocent people who's been suffering. And if you pay attention to this most of the time, when these terrorists have a problem with a country because the government they did something stupid, we're the one that pays for it. They run up in some subway, blow themselves up. Go on a bus, they blow themselves up. Those people have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the war. And we don't have nothing to do with the decision that the government makes. So when you guys are being recruited to do certain things, you might want to question these people. You feel what I'm saying? Soldiers, you guys have the same obligation. I know in a army, you can't question your generals. See, that's the game. That's the game. So you take innocent people's kids and send them into war to lose their life for what? For your personal gain? For just a few personal gains? We got to put an end to these nonsense. You feel what I'm saying? So that is the problem what's going on all around the world. You know what I'm saying? We don't know the truth. We don't know the facts. You know what I'm saying? We just put up to do somebody else's dirty work. You feel what I'm saying? So you young kids might want to think what you're doing with your life. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways to fight your struggles. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways to fight your struggle. A lot of people they ball and they call on on God. Oh, this God and that God and whatever God, and then you go bam and kill a bunch of innocent people. Trying to figure this stuff out as I go along in life, because I've been watching a lot of shit in my lifetime. and I read about the wars them. I know a lot about the wars them that happen, and I know what war does. And these people know too. Okay? So why are we hinting towards war? And not only that, why are we heading towards the war that most people know about and talk about that's written in the Bible? Feel what I'm saying? Makes you want to start thinking and wonder, huh? What's really going on? Because if we know all of this, how come we can't get a grip onto this stuff here now? Because innocent life is being killed. Innocent life is being taken. Look at all of these kids that died for what? For whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. You feel me? And this Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, or whatever his name is, he doesn't seem to be listening to anyone but himself. You know? He doesn't seem to be listening to anyone but himself. Just get rid of his defense minister just last week. And that gentleman he get rid of, Mr. Gallant or whatever his name is, I've been listening to him. He seems to be one of the most sensible guys in the cabinet. Because when these guys sit down and they start talking about the wars and what they're going to do and all of that stuff, man, come on. You know, we gotta put a hand to these wars. This is the stuff that's been bothering me a lot, and I've been thinking about it. I'm sure it's on a lot of people's mind, but we only talk about this stuff when there is a big happening, like, Israel attack Iran, Iran attack Israel. Like, look at that. Just look at that. Flying planes and bomb across other territory to go bomb each other. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Very dangerous. You know? Who's responsible for all of these, man? Come on, world. Gotta do better than this. Gotta do better than this. And let's not forget. Okay? There's a civil war that's happening right now in Africa. I'm not hearing anybody talking much about that. I know they speak about it when it started, but then all of a sudden, you're not hearing anything about that. You got millions of people that displaced in Sudan. Yeah. South Sudan has a war. 2 different generals fighting. For what? One may ask, for what reason? One people again. Remember, I'm telling you, one people being split, fighting over what? Oil, gold, diamond, whatever mineral is in the soil, so we could get richer and richer. How much wealth and rich one could accumulate until it feels like that is enough? I could start helping others. Isn't that greediness? Isn't that glut? Why? For what? For what? Don't we all breathe the same air? Don't we all bleed the same red? Unless you cut one and you see some other blood, you might have to be worried. Feel what I'm saying? But we all bleed red. I'm saying we all breathe the same air. You know what I mean? We got to put a stop into these stupid and senseless war. And I hope the new American president, Mr. Trump, could put an end to some of these wars. You know? I hope so. And he doesn't have his own personal agenda to make these wars continue, because I'll be watching. 2025, and maybe we shouldn't have any wars around the world. Let's see in 2025 if these wars still continue. And I'll be very honest with my viewers and my subscribers that if 2025 comes around and these wars are still going on and you see other people enter the war, I'm letting you guys know now, we're heading for disaster. And we're heading to a point where there is no turning back. You know what I'm saying? Some things in life is inevitable. And once you reach certain part, there is no turning back. My dad used to say something to me, and I'll share that with you. He used to say, my son, what will be, will be. And he used to say, too late shall be the cry. Sometimes it plays in my head. And I even find myself using those sometimes when I'm talking to my own kids and I feel like they're not listening. And I'm saying, get it now, because down the road it might be too late when you get it. So I think I got a bit what my dad used to say, too late shall be the cry. So with that said, world, wake up, open your eyes, you know what I'm saying, and realize what our leaders and politicians they're really up to, because they're the one who is responsible for all of this. They could, with a snap of the finger, say, hey, put an end to this. What's going on? What's going on? Huh? What's going on? What's going on in Sudan? Huh? Sudanese, tell me, what's going on? Isn't there enough coltan and diamond and all of that for everybody? Or we got to share it with somebody else secretly that we don't know about? And if that's the case, let the people them know what's going on. Yeah, let them know what's going on. Feel me? Israel, what's going on? Is this the same Jewish people that the crazy guy there from Germany were killing off? And if, like, you must have learned from your past and your history, and to do something that you yourself go through and face, and so many of y'all got killed from a maniac. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Is that the same way they said earth people? Is that it? Is it because you guys were hurt? You hurt somebody? You're hurting somebody? Because those people in Palestine is being hurt. You know what I'm saying? Imagine blocking 8 trucks from going in to feed people, food, water, medical supplies. You're blocking the 8 trucks. Isn't that go under the UN Charter of Rights of or the Geneva Convention? Isn't that war crime? Isn't that war crime? Huh? Somebody let me know, man. Somebody let me know, man. Because this is Speak Your Mind Corner, and out here, we're going to speak our mind. Alright? So again, viewers and subscribers, shout out to all of you guys. Love and peace. Peace and love. It's what I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying? You could like, you could share, and you could subscribe. But this is what's on my mind right now. All these wars that's going on right now. I want to put a stop into all of these wars, man. So I'm calling on all the politicians and all the big wigs in high places. Don't you have enough wealth by now? How long you been doing this? Generation of wealth. The rich keep getting richer and the poor keeps getting poorer. And then some of y'all who came from the poor and get up there and get rich and start rubbing shoulders with the elite and feel like, oh, we're together now and oppress your own people. Cut that shit out. Cut it out. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Be smart. Stop abusing and using your people. Feel me? You two Mr. Putin. You know what I'm saying? Cut the war out. Cut the war out. If Ukraine wants to join NATO, let them join NATO. You could go, you got allies too. Remember, Cuba is way on this side of the world. Cuba is good. You and Cuba is good. You know what I'm saying? You could go to the Caribbean islands too. Do business with them. Help them out. I mean, just don't go in this country because you want to exploit their natural resources and their minerals. You know what I mean? Their gold, their diamond, their bauxite. Not because you want to exploit them. You go there, build them schools. Build them hospitals. I mean, proper one with proper equipments. Proper road. Proper roads for commerce. Don't go build them no half-ass road that when the rain gets, heavy rainfall, then the entire road wash down the road. Damn. I don't see that shit out here. I don't see that shit in China unless it's an earthquake. I don't see no roads washed away. That's the type of roads you guys go build for the people them in the Caribbean. I just seen in Jamaica the other day. The whole goddamn road, the boulder from the road, washed down the hill, hitting people's houses and all of that. It's happening in Guyana too. You feel me? It's happening in Guyana too. Cheap ass road, but then you taking all their timber and all their gold and diamond. Feel me? Some of the timbers I heard coming out of Guyana, they're so long and the size of them, you can't find them anywhere. You know why? Because they're getting it from the Amazon. They're getting it from the Amazon. The Brazil, the same Amazon out there in Brazil is connected to Guyana. So also, a whole lot of rainforest, a whole lot of land out there. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of mineral too. And a lot of Guyanese still suffering. You know they're talking about how rich Guyana is with all the oil? Well, you might want to go in and find out how the citizens are really living. You might want to go and find that out. How they're really living. Because a lot of them still poor. A lot of them can't even send their goddamn kids to school with a proper meal. Yet still, you got big corporate companies making billions and millions of dollars. Bragging and boasting about how much money they won. How much money they earn. Or if you ask me how much money they goddamn stole. Because the rightful owner for the people, the rightful owner for the money is not getting it. And that's the citizens of the country. They should be getting theirs first before you get yours. But it's the opposite of wrong. You get yours first. And hopefully they get something. Feel me? Anyway, my folks, that's what's on my mind. And welcome to Speak Your Mind Corner. It's your man, Just Smoke. Alright? And we're going to come back and talk about more what's on my mind. Because I always got something on my mind. And sometimes what's on my mind might not be on your mind. And what's on your mind might not be on my mind. But you could tell me what's on your mind. That if what's on your mind is on my mind, we'll speak about it. Alright? I'm out.